All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at the Luke Skywalker Jedi Master Ahch-to Island Diorama Black Series figure, 6-inch scale figure. So very cool. Guys, just picked this up this morning. It's just released today on December 1st. This goes for about $29.99 here in the U.S. For those of us, or for those of you who are overseas. Again, that is $29 US here. Just was released here. This is a Target exclusive. So we are going to get a look at this here today. Very cool, very excited to pick this up, guys. So let's get a look at the box. All right, so getting a look at the box, of course, on the front side of the box, we have Luke here on Ahch-to in his Jedi Master outfit. Very cool. And then, of course, we have Ahch-to in the background there. Very cool in the sketch like design. And then, of course, we have Star Wars, the Black Series there. And then all of the information, of course, on the bottom there. And then on the side of the box, we have Luke there in the background. Luke Skywalker Jedi Master Ahch-to Island. So very, very cool, guys. And then on the back here of the packaging, we have the figure here on the Ahch-to diorama set there. Very cool. And then we have all of the information here on Luke and a couple of good, very cool pictures of Luke here. So let's go ahead and get a very close look at that for you here today, guys. So let's get a look at that. So there it is, guys, and I apologize for the lighting if it's a little dim there, but very cool. And then, of course, if you want to pause the video and read it, you can go ahead and do so. But there it is, guys. And then getting a look on the other side of the box, and as usual, whenever there is an exclusive, there is no numbering on the exclusive there, guys. So that is why there is no particular number for this. And then, of course, around to the front of the box, and there he is. And then, guys, the other cool feature on this box is going to be, usually get these on the exclusives, the Comic-Con exclusives, where you get the little opening there, but they've decided to do this for Target's exclusive there, and I apologize, guys, if it's not in the shot. And here we are with the front cover of the box open. So very cool that they're giving you this feature with the front cover opening. And of course, you get a very cool depiction here of the figure. Looks like the figure has a total soft goods outfit. Very cool, guys. And then, of course, you get an up-close look in the first diagram. It says here, premium character detail on this particular figure. And then in the second photograph there, you get your environmental base, which is really, really cool. And then it also states that there are some die-cast features here. So the hand itself is of a die-cast material. Very cool. And then, of course, number 4 is the fabric costuming on the figure. So very, very cool, and lots of detail, it looks like, with this figure. So guys, what do you say we go ahead and get him out of the box and get a look at all of those cool details? All right, you guys, so getting a look at Luke and the base there. So very, very cool, very nice base diorama set for Ahch-to, where you can recreate the scene where Rey is giving Luke his saber as depicted here. So very cool. Love this. It is absolutely awesome. There are some very cool differences between the regular release of this Luke Skywalker Master Jedi and this particular release of the Luke Skywalker Master Jedi figure. All right, you guys. So to get you guys a closer look at everything there, and please forgive my hand, the bandage hand here. I kind of cut myself there. If you guys do see that bandage on my finger, and I didn't want to bleed on my fingers. So getting a 360 look at everything there, guys, and I'm trying to be gentle with it so they don't fall off. So please forgive the slow nature of the spin here, guys, and I hope you can see everything. I hope my hand is not in the way of everything. But there we go, guys. It's a 360 spin of everything. Very cool, very nice set. As mentioned, everything is soft goods on Luke there, guys. So completely awesome. Lots of detail in the rock area on Ahch-to. You get some greenery there as well. So very cool, very nice. Absolutely worth the buy, guys. All right, guys, so let's pull Luke a little bit closer and get a closer look at the figure himself, and then we'll get a comparison of the regular release and this release of the Luke Skywalker Master Jedi 6-inch Black Series figure. All right, guys, so getting a look at the figure, as mentioned, you're getting a lot of soft goods with this figure. And again, guys, forgive the cut on my finger, or the bandage on my finger. I didn't want to bleed all over my figure here, so that's why the bandage is on there. Kind of cut myself trying to get Luke out of his packaging, trying to free him. I was injured in the process. Anything for the rebellion, right? Or for the resistance in this case. So as mentioned, everything is soft goods. You get the cape is all soft goods here. The underneath tunic is soft goods, as you guys can see there. Scarf portion of the tunic is of a plastic mold, guys, and then the belt is also a plastic mold, with the under portion of the tunic there. Again, these two straps are plastic mold, but this is all soft goods here. So very, very cool and very awesome, guys. Just getting a look underneath, and I'm gonna kind of pull his robe off here, guys. So with the cape removed, as you can see, the straps go over the tunic. Again, that is all soft goods there. There is a plastic mold underneath the soft goods there, so very cool. And then getting a look on at the leg area, everything is plastic mold there, so very, very cool, very awesome. And it's going to make for very, very good articulation for this guy. So hopefully we'll have Luke getting down with some training sessions with Rey in this outfit, and you'll be able to pose him correctly. So very, very cool. All right, you guys, and we're going to get our comparison between the regular release and the Ahch-to Island release of Master Jedi Luke Skywalker. But before we get into that comparison, guys, I want to show you one of the additional accessories that comes with the Ahch-to version of Luke Skywalker Master Jedi. Now, if you recall, the regular release did not provide you with any additional accessories. However, this particular version does provide you with a closed fist mechanical hand for Luke's mechanical hand there. So you get the open hand that's already connected to the figure, and then you get the closed fist hand there. So very cool, guys, very awesome. At least they are providing you with some accessories with the new edition, to just as an extra incentive to purchase this one as well if you've already purchased the original release. All right, you guys, so getting a side-by-side comparison of our regular release and the Ahch-to release of Luke Skywalker. It doesn't appear to be too many differences in regards to the face sculpt. Everything is the same pretty much. The major differences are obviously in the outfit, where you have the soft goods on your Ahch-to release, which is this one here, guys, and I apologize for disturbing the light there. And then, of course, this particular one right here is our regular release, which is all plastic mold on this particular version. But all of this is plastic mold. The undergarment is plastic mold. Everything on here is plastic mold. The only soft good is the cape itself. So the biggest difference is going to be the soft goods that you get underneath the for the tunic for Luke Skywalker here, and then of course you get the additional closed fist accessory for the mechanical hand for Luke Skywalker, and then pretty much everything else is the same. However, there is one other difference that I did notice between these two figures, and I'm going to have to remove the cape to show you those differences, so bear with me for just a moment. Okay, you guys, so the other thing that I wanted to point out here, guys, on these the difference between these two figures, guys, and please forgive me if I'm not getting them in the shot here, but here on this particular on the regular release figure, the hilt clip is just a plain color, just a plain white color, and then on the Ahch-to release, as you guys can see, and I'm going to pull them a little bit closer right here, it is the same color as the belt. So there is a bit of a difference there, guys, with the figure. And then also, if you look at the Ahch-to version, there is a lot of detail in the belt for Luke Skywalker, where on this particular version, there you don't get a lot of detail in the belt, and there's a good shot of both belts there together, guys. So there are some differences there. If you haven't bought the regular release and you were wondering between the two which one you should get, most definitely you want to get the Ahch-to because it is coming with a bit more than your regular release Master Jedi Luke Skywalker. So very cool. But in regards to the head sculpt, and even when now that I'm looking at the paint apps, the color and the hair between the two guys there, I really prefer the Ahch-to version. It seems to be a deeper gray, but more realistic as opposed to the regular release version. I don't know if the camera is going to do it enough justice so you guys can see those differences, but I can tell you, looking at it here live underneath the light, I prefer the paint apps on the Ahch-to version. But it just really depends on what your preferences are on between the two guys. Obviously, the Ahch-to version is going to cost you about $30 US, and then the regular release, I'm not sure, is anywhere between $19 to $22, depending on where you are. There it is, guys. Not too many huge differences between these guys, but there are some key differences between these two guys. So if you're looking to get but choose between these two guys, I definitely would suggest you going with the Ahch-to version. If you're into detail, again, you get more detail in the belt, you get the soft goods, you get the additional fist, along with the very cool base that you guys see there, the Ahch-to base. And then, of course, with your regular release, you have all plastic goods there. It is much cheaper. It's about, what, $9, $10 cheaper than the Ahch-to version. So again, depending on what your preference is, that is going to be the determining factor in deciding on which between these two are you going to get. So very cool, guys. Love these figures. I really like them both, actually, but I think I'm probably going to get a lot more out of the Ahch-to, especially since he comes with his own diorama there. So very awesome. But of course, the regular release will find a place on the shelf somewhere. So very, very cool, guys. Really enjoyed this figure, but obviously I want to know what your thoughts are. Have you picked up this figure? Is this something that you are going to look to add to your collection? Do you have a preference between the soft goods and the plastic goods here? Obviously, I believe with the plastic goods there is some limitations with the articulation, to where with this guy you're probably not going to have as much of a problem with articulation. So again, there is another difference there as well. So a lot of stuff to consider when deciding if you're going to purchase between these two guys. So put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost. May the Force be with you always.